of Ireland is St. Columcille. And in a way it's a shame, because Columcille is probably the most Irish of the three. And definitely the most typical Irishman of all the saints of Ireland. Like every Irishman that's ever been born, Columcille had his own peculiar way of looking at the world. For example, there was one day that he'd gone to one of the monasteries, and he'd founded monasteries all across Ireland. That's what got him to be a saint. And he was there meeting with the monks there, and into the abbey there came two men looking for alms, for charity. And Columcille asked the monks, okay, tell me about these two men. And they told him, well, there's one man, that poor fellow there, well, he's a good man, he's a virtuous man, but oh, he has bad luck, and he's just in dire straits, needs some a hand to help feed his family. That other man there, now he's a sinner indeed, he's a gambler, he goes off and anything you give him, he's just going to lose it, he's going to gamble on the races, or at the cards, or dice, or whatever. Columcille thought for a moment, said, all right, well, we'll give them alms. And so that virtuous man, he went and he gave him a whole penny. That was pretty good alms in those days. But then to that sinner, the gambler, he went and he gave him 4 pennies. And when the two men went off, the monks turned to Columcille and said, Columcille, what are you doing? Why did you only give 1 penny to the good man and 4 to that gambler, that sinner? Well, that doesn't make sense. And Columcille said, you just wait and you see. And sure enough, about 2 nights later, Columcille and the monks went down into the town to the local alehouse. And as they were going in, that virtuous man, the good man, he was coming out. Columcille stopped and said, oh, well, it's good to see you. How are you doing with the alms I gave you, that penny? The man said, oh, well, I've still got it. You know, we've got a little bit of food at home, and so I'm keeping that until there's a real emergency. I got it here in my pocket, and I got the pocket sewed shut so I won't lose it. And it's here when I need it. Columcille said, oh, well, that's interesting. So it's in your pocket there, that's good. And then he and the monks went into the alehouse. What should I see in the far corner? But there was that sinning man gambling, and sure he was sitting with a bunch of his other men, and they had the dice going, and they were rolling it, and that man lost his first penny to one man. And he lost the second penny to another man, and the third to another, and the fourth to another. And then that man went out just as poor as he'd been before, and the other 4 men all walked out a penny richer than they'd come in. And then Columcille turned to the other monks and said, now, you see, that penny I gave to that virtuous man, it's sewn up tight in his pocket and it's not doing anybody any good at all, is it? But the 4 pennies I gave to that gambler, well, now they're in 4 other hands and they're going to feed 4 other families. So which one has really done more good with his money then, huh? Yeah, just Columcille.